Hey guys, Sam the Man, the Batman Man here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how much I know about the animation studio Pixar. Yes, Pixar is my favorite animation studio when it comes to animated movies. They've just made so many great movies like The Incredibles, Toy Story, Finding Nemo, Monsters Inc., and so on. But yeah, I know quite a bit about Pixar. I probably know just as much Pixar. With how much I know about Pixar, it's probably just as much as my friend Nate knows about his music. So, yeah. I'm gonna talk about stuff like hidden Easter eggs and fun facts you might not know about Pixar, and some other things that you might not know. So let's go ahead and get this started. The first thing I'll be talking about is how Pixar movies would contain references to their future movies, like their next film. So, all right. Now here's the first one I'll be talking about.
The first Easter egg that foreshadowed a future movie is actually happened in Pixar's very first movie, Toy Story, which basically had a little announcement to show, hey, Bug's Life's gonna be our next movie, so yeah, here's what I'm talking about. It's the scene where Woody, he goes in Andy's car and then Buzz shows up and Woody realizes that he was alive the whole time after he knocked him out the window, and you can see on Buzz's helmet there's a little bug right there. And as you can see, this could have possibly been a little sneak peek of what Pixar's next project was gonna be, which was A Bug's Life. So this could have been a little possible Easter egg they threw in to show that Bug's Life is going to be their next movie. So yeah, now we're going to talk about the next movie right now. All right, now we're going to talk about A Bug's Life and what hidden Easter eggs it has in there to show that Toy Story 2 is going to be their next movie. Now in the second set of outtakes they had for A Bug's Life, in one of the outtakes, there was actually a cameo of Woody in there, and basically that was basically like a little a sneak peek of saying, hey, our next movie is going to be a sequel to Toy Story, Toy Story 2. So that was kind of cool. That was pretty funny. So yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's this scene in the outtakes right here.
Action! I don't think we need to involve the Queen in this. She's got enough on her plate already. Training her daughter.
Oh, yes, Princess Abba. Abba! Where are my platforms? Let's go disco. Let me try it again.
Okay, tail sway.
The next movie I'll be talking about is Toy Story 2. Now this one has a reference to Monsters Inc., which was the next Pixar movie after this. And in one of the scenes, when Jerry, which is actually from one of their shorts, Jerry's Game, basically he comes over to help Al clean Woody. He basically when you see him open one of his drawers, you'll see that there's eyeballs in there, and that's actually a reference to a minor character from Monsters Inc. Named Theodore Pauly or whatever his name is. Yeah. Here, I'll show off the clip and I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you pause it and see those eyes right there, you'll see that those eyes are basically those eyes of that minor character from Monsters Inc. I'm talking about this character right here, Theodore Paul, or Ted Paul for short. Yeah, this is basically a little nod to Monsters Inc., which was the next Pixar movie after this. And that's pretty much all the Monsters Inc. references you'll see in Toy Story. That's pretty much the only Monsters Inc. reference you'll see in Toy Story 2. And speaking of Monsters Inc., that's the next movie I'll be talking about. This movie actually has quite a bit of Easter eggs to their next movie, Finding Nemo. Yeah, this movie actually has quite a bit of Easter eggs to Finding Nemo. Yeah, there's 3 of them, I know for sure. There's 3 of them. And I'm gonna be showing them off all of them. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about all 3 of them. In the scene when they're in Harryhausen's and when Boo reveals herself to the whole public in the monster world in the restaurant Harryhausen's, you'll see when the guy at the restaurant is calling the CDA that there's a human kid in the restaurant. You'll see in the background that it's Marlin from Finding Nemo, which is a nod to their next movie. You can see Marlin from Finding Nemo in the background right there. Yeah, this is not the only hidden Finding Nemo Easter egg they threw in this movie. There's 2 more. Yeah, I'm going to be showing off the other 2 right now. In the scene of Randall's defeat, you'll see, if you look closely in the door Randall gets put into, you'll see that there's Nemo right there in the door. A little Nemo thing hanging up, so that's basically another nod to Finding Nemo. Yep. And then the last one you'll see in this movie is this one right here.
Boo. Boo. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you know. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Boo.
You'll see that Boo has a Nemo toy, which, again, it's a nod to Finding Nemo, so yeah. This movie they threw in quite a bit of nods to Finding Nemo here. Yeah. 3 of them, yeah. And then and that's the scene where Sully says goodbye to Boo, which that scene is sad. I cried when I rewatched that scene. Yeah, it's just sad. The music and just saying goodbye to Boo. It's sad. Not the saddest, but yeah. But anyways, those are all the hidden Finding Nemo Easter eggs they threw in Monsters, Inc. to foreshadow the next movie. Now we'll move on to the next movie. The next movie I'll be talking about is Finding Nemo. Now, this movie has one nod to foreshadow The Incredibles, and then one at the end to foreshadow Cars, which would be the next Pixar movie after The Incredibles. So, yeah. There's one hidden Incredibles Easter egg in this movie, and I'm going to show you it. It appears in this scene of the movie. If you look closely enough, you'll see that the boy is reading a Mr. Incredible book, or comic, or whatever. And that's basically a nod to The Incredibles. As you can tell, that is Mr. Incredible's old suit. So, yeah, this is basically, it's a nod to show that their next movie is going to be The Incredibles. Yeah. Then there's another Easter egg in Finding Nemo. However, this is not an Incredibles-related Easter egg. This is the only Incredibles-related Easter egg that's in Finding Nemo. But this does show that this was going to be one of their next movies. So here's the one of them.
Barbara, I don't understand it. Here this thing has a lifetime guarantee and it breaks. I had to clean the tank myself, take all the fish out, put them in bags and... Where'd the fish go?
You can see at the end of the movie when it shows that the fish from the fish tank escaped to the ocean, you can see Luigi from Cars driving by. Yeah, and Cars came out 3 years after this movie, so yeah, that's basically a little nod that Cars was gonna be one of their upcoming projects. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Now, those are all the hidden Easter eggs that foreshadow future films in Finding Nemo. Now let's move on to the next movie. Now we're going to talk about the Cars Easter eggs that were in The Incredibles. There are actually 2 Easter eggs to Cars to show that Cars was going to be their next movie. Yeah, there were 2 nods to Cars in The Incredibles. One occurred near the end of the movie with the Omni Droid, and then one in the beginning where they showed off when they had that building go on fire, and you'll see that there's something that will look like that. So I'm going to go ahead and show off both of them right now. You'll see in the final battle they have with the Omni Droid, you'll see that in the background with all the cars parked, you'll see a car
That is basically Doc Hudson from Cars to foreshadow that Cars is going to be their next movie. So yeah, this occurred near the end of the movie when they had the final battle with the Atme droid. So yeah, you'll see that Doc Hudson from Cars is right there. So yeah, that is pretty cool. So yeah, that was one of the Cars Easter eggs that was in The Incredibles. There is another one. I'm going to show it to you right now.
Uh-oh. Oh, good. Oh, no. That ain't right.
You'll see that fire truck right there is a resemblance of Red from Cars, which, like I said, was the next Pixar movie after this. So, yeah, basically another thing for Cars. That was another Easter egg for Cars that was thrown in here. So, yeah, but I think the Doc Hudson one is more common to find. So, yeah. But yeah, those are the hidden Cars Easter eggs in The Incredibles. Well, I think I'll stop with I think I'm gonna stop it for here. I'm gonna make more parts of this video because there are more Easter eggs that foreshadow future films. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stop it here for now. So yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up for now. Stay tuned for part 2 of these hidden Easter eggs and other stuff of what I know about Pixar. Stay tuned for those videos. But yeah, this has been part 1. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Sam the Man, the Batman Man is out. Bye.